All right, good evening, folks. Welcome to Friday night. This is Burke Swenson live from Wickersham Stadium here in Council Bluffs as your Lewis Central Titans take on crosstown rival tonight, AL at AL. Beautiful night, kind of overcast, a little breezy, feels like fall. A lot better than about 2 weeks ago when we were all sweltering and sweating and fighting our way through a hot season opener to open the season. So, tale of two teams here. You've got one team on the rise and one team struggling a bit. Lewis Central, of course, is 2-0 on the season. AL is 0-2. Lewis Central has won this season over one of the highly ranked teams in Class 3A, Sergeant Bluff Luton, 42-14 in Week 1, and another highly regarded, usually kind of perennial playoff team in Carlisle, last week, a 42-7 thumping. Both games really never in doubt. The potent Titan offense took right off to start both games and never looked back. Defense did a nice job, as always, under Coach Hannafin, keeping things in check, and away we go. AL has struggled in both of their opening games, losing their season opener to Sioux City North 47-20, and last week to a Class 3A team in Denison 42-7. So looking at the scoring on the season, Lewis Central is averaging 42 points a game of offense. AL is averaging 13 points. Lewis Central is averaging only giving up about 10 points a game, 10.5 if you do the math. And AL is averaging giving up 45 points. So that kind of points to the trend we expect to see tonight. Got to believe the Titans will look to jump on top right away and make this game as short as possible, even potentially getting it to that 35-point range where that clock just runs. So we'll see. You never know what you're going to get in a matchup with rivals like this cross town. A lot of kids are able to get up for these games easily, maybe more so than they are other opponents. Looking at districts, of course, district play has not begun for either team yet. But looking at the districts they play in, Lewis Central, of course, is going to play in a quite heavy football-dominated 3A district. ADM is out to a surprising 2-0 record on the season. They weren't expected to be overly strong this year, but they're out to a 2-0. Creston 1-1. Glenwood lost last week, a close one to Heelan. Harlan got nipped right at the end by Sergeant Bluff. Lewis Central, of course, 2-0, and Winterset is 0-2. Winterset was expected to be a fairly strong team coming in, so we'll see if they can get things righted as time goes on before Lewis Central has to play them. Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln is in a District 7 in Class 4A. So that district includes TJ, Des Moines North, Urbandale, and, of course, Valley, who is the current #1 team in Class 4A. So looks like tough sledding for AL here as the season goes on in district play as well. But we'll see what happens here. Looks to be like the coin flip has taken place. It looks like AL will be kicking off. So I believe Lewis Central's offense will get a first crack at it here. The headliners, of course, for Lewis Central, as always, is going to be your quarterback, Max Duggan, the Division I TCU recruit, one of the best players, if not the best player in the entire state of Iowa this year. He's had a couple of really strong, solid offensive weapons in Josh Shimmons and Dane Norville, both adding to that potent offense via the air, via handoffs, whatever, you name it. And probably the worst thing for defenses, kind of a scary thing to say, is the best thing they can do is to cover everybody. Well, when you cover everybody, then Max just takes off and does what Max does, which is probably even more dangerous than just running our traditional offense. So a lot for them to handle. Defensively, of course, the leader up front is Logan Jones, the 250-pound junior now. Used to Logan being a sophomore there. Several Division I offers already, Power 5 offers, and that's only going to grow as he goes. Last week, boy, Logan was a big problem for that Carlisle. Carlisle runs the Veer, which is near and dear to my heart. When I was head football coach, that's what I ran. but it doesn't do any good if your line can't block, and they could not block Logan Jones. So exciting to get things underway here. We're under the Friday night lights already. Here's the kickoff. Looks like it's going to be short. Fielded at about the 5. Here comes Dane up the right side. He's got a crease. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another. Takes about 3 links to finally bring him down all the way out to about what looks like about the 44-yard line. They're going to spot it, I believe. See where the official marks it. Yep, he's going to spot it right at that 44. Ball's on the near hash, the Lewis Central side. So Lewis Central going left to right on your screen, and they're all whites, navy blue helmets here. Lewis Central will run a spread concept. They've got doubles to start off the game here, twin receivers to both sides. Here's the pass, quick hitch, outside to Fedoni. Nice catch, going to be enough for a first down. Coach Doug and I were just talking about this the other day at school. It is amazing how effective they are able to run just straight hitches. That was 4 straight hitches all the way across the field. Max just finds the leverage player, and if you can throw the ball like Max can, it gets there in a hurry, and that's just that, man, they just make a living. Here it is again. They run all hitches. Josh Simmons makes the catch. Cuts outside, breaks a couple tackles before. There's about 6 links there to finally bring him down. Another first down, so 2 throws, 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Good enough for another first down.
Titans will keep their foot on the pedal here. Now we've got 4 receivers trips to the near side. Max will be in the shotgun all night. They're going to throw a hitch again. There's Josh. Josh, nice catch inside. Josh tried to get to the outside. I think he might have been better off heading straight north there with the crease he had. As it is, he still gets a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5. Looks like, I tell you what, it looks like Lewis Central could just keep running hitches all the way down the field on this drive. Here it is again. This time they all sit. Max has to scramble. He shrugs off a defender. Cuts up, cuts it again, breaks through, and Max is going to run it in all the way for the touchdown. That is kind of what I expected to see tonight. But even, I tell you what, folks, even when you see it, it's like a man playing with boys there. I mean, it's like watching a teenager play with little kids when they're playing tag. They cannot get him. Just can't get to him. Max cut left, cut right, went north. Just impressive. Fun to watch. Real treat to see a talent of that kind. Set to kick the PAT here is Drake Nettles, and Drake is having himself a season as well. He's got a heck of a career going, and as usual, it's basically clockwork. I usually kind of talk through the kick there because it'd be a stunner if Drake happened to not make something. Last week, kicking a 54-yard field goal, making it look good. The folks that were there said it would have been good from 64. Just a lot of special things on the field for these Titans. They're highly, highly rated, depending on the service, anywhere from number 2. Anymore, I would guess they're all number 2, number 3. I'm not sure if we've got anybody that's put them 1, but you can make an argument for it. So, folks, just like that, 11:28 in the game, and your Titans are up 7-0 on this really nice Friday night. We have an amazing view. We're actually on top of the visitor press box. So Coach May here with the camera work has got an unfettered view. That's kind of nice, not having a window in our way or anything that you run into with the press box there. And, other than it being a little breezy, boy, I tell you what, this is some of the best seats in the house. So we'll take it. Drake's getting all set here to kick off. Now, there is a slight breeze in Drake's face, so we'll see. It's pretty much a given that Drake's going to put it in the end zone. We'll see if this is enough breeze to catch that ball a little bit or not. Looks like Drake, nope, not going to matter. Drake puts it right pretty much dead center in the end zone, and away we go. All right, so Coach Hannafin's defense is going to come out. Again, like I said at the beginning, Lewis Central's only averaging giving up 10.5 points a game. So you can look for a stout defensive effort here. Coach Hannafin will have his group trained and ready to go. A lot of the offensive starters you'll see on defense as well. Logan Jones in the middle, Dane Norville out here at a corner. Josh Simmons will get in there to play some safety at times. So a little motion by the Lynx. Going to be an inside handoff. Short little gain. Going to be, see where they mark it here. Looks like going to be about a gain of, I'm going to give him 4. So a nice gain on first down for the Lynx. Setting up a manageable 2nd and 6. Ball over near the far hash. The Lynx going right to left in their red and blue uniforms, red helmets. It looks like they'll stick in the same situation. So 2 receivers. Going to be a lot of motion. Going to roll out. Looks like it could be an option pitch, but the quarterback's going to have nowhere to go with it as he's brought down by Dane Norville and Hunter Dale. Hunter Dale, one of the interior linemen, so that was a nice job scraping down the line of scrimmage to make that tackle on the outside. Still a short gain, so it sets up a manageable 3rd and 4. And, okay, we've got a player down. Yep, there's a Lynx player down on the field, so we'll take a short break while they attend to the player. Your Titans leading 7-0. We'll be back. All right, good news. The Lynx player was able to get up and leave the field on his own, which is always a good sign. So the injured player was Sean Lorenzen, which I believe was their quarterback. So in now is Lennox Brown at quarterback. He hands off, but nothing doing up the middle. That's just going to be tough sledding in the middle, especially if Logan's in there. You're just not going to get movement. And I tell you what, that showed last week at Carlisle. Great thanks to Jim Dermody for filling in for me last week. Jim made the trip up to Carlisle and did our broadcast, so I appreciated him doing that for me. They had some serious linemen there, and they just could not get any movement on Logan. So that's going to be a tough task for this team tonight. So Lynx are set to punt. Josh Simmons is back at about the 40, and that's going to come right to him. That's going to be a problem for the Lynx if he can get away. Josh cuts to the right, jukes a couple players, and is able to bring it across field to the 40. I think they're going to mark it at about, we call it the 44 technically. So Titans are going to start in plus territory already in the Lynx side of the field. Yep, they're going to mark it at the 44. So outstanding field position to start this second drive. The Titans scoring on their first drive in just, I believe it was 4 plays. So Titans will go with 3 receivers. We got 2 backs, an H-back and tail. Going to be an option to the left. Max is going to pitch. There's the pitch successfully. Big gain down the sideline. Calvin Fricky all the way down inside the 10 on a speed option. Max did a great job of getting vertical and bringing the defense to him, makes an easy pitch, and there was nobody there for Calvin Fricke. And then the wide receivers downfield doing an outstanding job blocking. Big gain. That had to be 30-plus yards to get into the red zone here. So now from the, I want to say they've got it at the 7. So Max in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Going to be an inside handoff to Fricke. Right up the middle. A nice little trap. That's going to bring the ball inside the 5. I believe they're going to spot it at the 3. So just like that, we are first and goal.
Second down and goal at about the 4.
Okay, not enough for a first down. Sorry, so second and goal. Gonna guess another handoff here when they're inside this close. No reason to put the ball in the air if we don't have to. Yep, there's that inside handoff to Fricke, and he's going to walk right in. Good. Yep, great push by the offensive line. He was already at the goal line before anybody even touched him. So another touchdown for the Titans. This one on the ground. With 8:46 to go, it is 13-0 Titans. Drake will come out to put the exclamation point on there for the PAT. Jonah Pomeranke with the hold. Snap is good. And it is good. So just like that, folks, it is 14-0. Your Titans have had 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. And I think we're going to see a steady dose of that. If they can run the ball right down their throat, they'll just keep doing it. A little bit windy. Not that that's going to affect Max. When you've got an arm as good as Max's, wind's not going to affect you that much for their short game that they run so well.
Upcoming events. Tomorrow, varsity volleyball will be
So looking ahead here,
starting at 8 a.m.
AL will travel to Sioux City East next week. Looks like, I apologize, they're going to host Sioux City East next week. And Coach May, I can't remember, who do we have next week? We host TJ, right? Okay, yeah. Thought so. I thought we had them coming up here. So we will host TJ for homecoming. Is that correct? Yeah. So we've got homecoming at LC next week. So that's always an exciting time for fans and a headache for football coaches with all the distractions that come along with it. But you know TJ will be fired up and ready to go after their record-setting win a couple weeks ago, beating last week, beating Sioux City North 99-81. So I have a feeling 99 won't be seen on the scoreboard next week when they see the Titans, but that's just a guess. So, all right. The Lynx are going to take over at the 20 after the touchback by Drake. We'll see if they can get a first down here. They were unable to get a first down on their first drive. Titan defense is set and ready. Logan Jones in the middle there. Deo in the middle. Tried a quick snap. Oh, that play just had disaster written all over it. So the Lynx tried to get the Titans to jump, nearly did. Then the quarterback was looking to his right when the ball was snapped, hit him in the chest, grabbed it, then he started to run to his right. They faked a reverse, and I'm not sure if he was supposed to give it and didn't, but by that time, it was too late. He had a host of Titans already on his trail, and that's going to be a loss, a big loss. That was a loss of about 8. Yeah, so we're going to set up a 2nd and 18. Motion across, jet sweep. Logan Jones right in the middle. That offensive lineman could not contain him. He didn't even get to the edge, and Logan already had his arm on him. Going to be another loss on the play. They're going to spot it. A yard loss is all. So 3rd and 19. They had the ball at the 20. Ball is already back to the 11 now. So things going in reverse here for the Lynx. Big splits by the offensive lineman. Then inside handoff, little juke and a little missed tackle there. Nice hard run there for Connor Ellis, former LC Titan. He brings the ball about up to where the line of scrimmage originally was. Yep, exactly to it. Yeah, so that's going to set up a 4th and 10, another punting situation. Josh Simmons is back again. This time he's standing at about the Titan 45, 44-yard line. Lynx are ready. Here's the snap. Punt is straight up, shallow. Josh isn't going to have a chance to catch this one, and the Lynx catch it and down it. So, well, exact same as last time. The Titans started one of their drives at the 44 after the following opening kickoff. Dane had the ball out to the 44, and that's where they will take over this time. Titans have had the ball twice and scored on both drives. Titans leading this 14-0 with 6:51 to go in the first quarter. So you got to believe at this pace that the Titans will put up at least one more touchdown in this quarter, if not possibly two. We'll see. See if complacency sets in or if they keep attacking. Lynx defense is set. Movement across. Max is going to throw. He's looking for a seam route. He's going to have to scramble. He loads up and throws. Josh is going to come back. Tried to get back. That bounced off a Lynx defender. So the ball was underthrown. Josh stopped to try and come back. The Lynx defender got in the way. Probably should have been called interference. The Titan coaches are letting the official have an earful about this. This is always one of those sympathy things where sometimes the officials won't call things because the one team's beating the other so badly. But, boy, that had to be called. That was the Lynx player had his back to the ball in Josh's face. There was contact, and the ball hit the Lynx defender. So, missed one there. 2nd and 10. Max is going to throw again. This time he's got Josh up the seam. Josh Simmons sheds one tackle and gets brought down by a second. Big gain. Going to bring the wall all the way out to the Lynx 42-yard line. So just like that, Titans are back in Lynx territory. Ball is pretty much exactly centered on the field. This drive a little more passing involved than the last one. A lot of running in the last drive. Titans with twins to both sides inverted, which means the inside receivers are up. Play action. Max is going to throw again. Line gives him a decent amount of time. He's going to overthrow Jordan Wardlow. So looks like we had two receivers kind of in the same spot there. Dane and Jordan were kind of in the same area. I wonder if that was a bit of a mix-up on the route, or since it took a little longer, they might have done somewhat of a scramble drill and just tried to move their way over to where Max was headed. Titans are going to go 4 wide this time. Trips to the near side. They're going to go a bunch set down here, which is going to put a lot of pressure. You've got an overhang linebacker about halfway out, but they can't cover all of them. They're going to run a screen. Josh catches it, gets a nice block, sheds a tackle. That's going to bring up a first down. So Titans racking up first downs tonight in big chunks. Don't have the numbers on the averages of the plays, but they would most likely be double-digit average or close to it on these plays. 1st and 10, ball at the 31. Titans looking to score another touchdown here in this first quarter. Here's the snap, inside handoff. This time it's Mike Gittens up the middle. Going to be a nice little gain there. Looks like it'll be a gain of 5 based on where they're setting it. We'll see. It'll be 5 or 6.
No run is good for a gain.
I think they're going to call it 5. I'll call it 5 here from our angle.
5 or 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, ball at the 20. Titans have 2nd and 4 or 2nd and 5. From the 20, trips to the near side. Here's Max with a snap, going to pass this time, looking up top, one-on-one. Shoots it right on over. A bullet to Thomas Fedoni. Thomas just ran a vertical and then slanted on in, and that ball was on the money. All he had to do was get a step on the defender, which he did. Ball right in his chest, touchdown, just like that. Titans are up 20-0. There's still 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, folks. Drake is out to put the exclamation point on. And he does. So just like that, 21-0. Your Titans have had the ball 3 times, scored on all 3. The Titan defense has faced the Lynx twice, held them to no first downs. An absolute dominating performance so far by the Titans.
Tuesday, September 11th. Wednesday, September 13th. A boys golf Missouri River Conference quad at 10 a.m. at Dodge.
All right, so Titan kickoff team is out. Drake will set up for what he expects to be his next touchback. That would be my bet if I had to place one.
Drake Nettles to kick off the ball for the Titans.
Referees blow the whistle, ready for play. Drake sends his team out, marks off his steps. And here we go. Drake approaches. Here's the kick. And this is going to be in the end zone as usual. Another touchback. All right, so out comes the defense for a third time. As I said before, AL has yet to muster a first down. Based on their 2 drives, I believe they're in negative numbers for their total yardage. They gained about 7 or 8 yards on their first drive. Then they had negative yards on their second drive and punted on 4th and 10. So tough sledding for this Lynx offense. They are in 4 wide, motion across, fake the inside handoff. There's a fumble as there was a ton of penetration by the defensive line for Lewis Central, and that fumble results in a Titan first down. Titans take over the ball on the turnover, and they'll take over the ball, folks, they're inside the 15. See where they mark at the 14-yard line. The Titans will take over at the Lynx 14-yard line. So Titans are primed to score here, and there's still 5:03. I think when they scored there was 5:06 on the clock. So 3 seconds go by, and the Titans have the ball inside the red zone. Titans will go 4 wide. Max is ready. Here's the snap. Going to be a quick pass. Max is going to move, try and send him deep. He's got pressure. Max is going to take off down the sideline. He tiptoes along the edge, dives for the pylon. Max tried to put the ball out there and get it across the goal line, but the official there is going to mark him out at the 1. So a nice effort by Max. It was going to be just a little arrow concept. The inside receiver ran a little arrow route toward the sideline. Max tried to throw it, but there was a defender just a hair too close. So Max scrambled to his left, tried to wave him north up the field, but then by that time it was just simpler for Max to tuck it and go. Got what he could right up the sideline. Here we are, 1st and goal on the 1. Got to believe this will be an inside handoff. Brady Miller next to Max. Nope, he's going to throw a slant to Josh Simmons on the outside. And pitch and catch, touchdown. Simple slant route. On the money. Max went down just a hair with the ball there. Josh did a nice job going down to get it. Brings it in for the touchdown. 27-0 with Drake's extra point about to take place. Here's the snap to Jonah Pomeranke. And it's good. So with 4:27 to go, The Titans are leading 28-0. That last scoring drive took 31 seconds. We'll take a short break here and come back for the kickoff. Your Titans leading 28-0. All right, folks, we're back for the kickoff. What a game here for the Titans. There's 4:21 to go, 4:27, sorry, in the first quarter, and your Titans are up 28-0 on crosstown rival AL here on AL's home field. And, all right, Drake's cutting it close now. That was a touchback literally at the goal line. So it looked like someone might actually get to return one of Drake's kickoffs, but nope, Drake was having none of it. So excited to see where Drake goes. He certainly will be kicking at a college next year. Most likely, I would be stunned if it wasn't a Power 5. It's just a matter in the special teams realm. It's hard with scholarship numbers and whatnot. Sometimes it's a bit of a game, but boy, I hope somebody gives that man a chance, because Drake's going to be something special here down the road. He's already special in high school. I can't wait to see what he does when he gets to spend his full time on it. So the Lynx are going to try what looked like maybe was going to be a jet sweep, but that just results in a huge loss. The penetration by the defensive line of the Titans is an absolute nightmare for this offensive line of the Lynx. That is another loss, a loss of 5. So, yeah, by this point, the Lynx are in negative numbers for their offensive output. And, of course, obviously based on the score, their defense is having a hard time handling the Titan offense. All right, so the Lynx will come out with twins to the right, an H-back and a back. Play action. Quarterback stepped back to throw, and he's dropped for a loss. It didn't matter. Everybody was covered for the Lynx. Great coverage downfield. If he had time to throw it, there was really no windows, nowhere to go.
It'll be 3rd and about 20.
So 3rd and 20 coming up for the Lynx. The ball is already all the way back inside the 10. The ball's at the 9-yard line, so the Lynx are getting close to having their backs against the wall here. They're already feeling the end zone. They go with trips to the boundary. So they've got 3 wide receivers in the smallest part of the field.
Flag on the play.
Flag is thrown in the area typically where you have someone on the offense jump. Looks like they were talking to the Titan captains, and sure enough, that's what it is. Illegal motion. Legal procedure. All right, so this time the Lynx will go with trips to the left, to the wide side of the field. 3rd and 25. The ball inside the 5-yard line. Here's the snap. Going to be a pass. Quarterback throws, and there's nobody there. Tried to throw it to Connor Ellis down the seam. He was well covered. Jake Lear was nearby, and the throw was off the mark anyway. He was under duress there, of course, the defensive line closing in on him. So that's going to set up another punt for the Lynx. This time their punter will have his feet in the end zone. He's going to be about halfway through the end zone, getting close. Yeah, he's about 2 steps away from that going out of bounds out of the end zone there. So maybe the Titans will come after it. Not really, just brought some pressure. Good punt, though. Gets away from Josh all the way into Lewis Central territory. Dangerous play there. You'd like to see Josh just let that ball go, but instead he chased it with a Lynx defender right behind him. You could see the Titan coaching staff shaking their heads a bit, not happy about that decision. That's something when we play a team that can actually play with the Titans, that could be a big momentum swing in a game if we muff a punt. So I'm sure that's something that'll get brought up in film study and hopefully changed for the better. All right, so Titans will actually have to start this inside the 40-yard line. They're at about the 33, 34-yard line. Max to throw, runs a screen underneath to Dane Norville. Dane cuts right through the middle, breaks an arm tackle, and Dane's going to go all the way for a touchdown. What a play. Dad is up here on the press box top with us, and he likes it. Fantastic catch and run. Had some nice blockers downfield, but I tell you what, Dane turned on the Jets there. Simply outran people. There was an arm tackler that tried, but Dane busted right through that and ran untouched the rest of the way. 66-yard touchdown. Drake's extra point is good. And, folks, just like that, we have a running clock in the first quarter of this game. If you could draw up a script for this game, this is exactly how you do it. The big question now, really the only question remaining, is how much more time does LC spend with their starters on the field? How much more time do you keep Max and Dane and Josh and those kind of skill kids out there, kids that are taking hits? How long do you keep Max out there with the danger of him taking a cheap shot or just getting tackled in a way that causes injury? So that'll be the biggest, hardest question for the coaching staff here as we go, is how long do we keep our starters out there? The irony of this is typically a JV game is played the Monday after the varsity game. Well, tonight, these Titan JV kids are going to have a lot of playing time, the better part of 3 quarters. So they're going to get 2 full games almost in the span of about 4 days. It's great as far as getting playing time for these young kids. Here's the kickoff, and Drake says enough of that and puts it almost through the end zone. So he must have just been teasing on that last one there, letting it get near the goal line. Drake's brother runs on out there to pick up the tee and bring it back off the field. And so this Titan defense, which has just been suffocating tonight for these Lynx, out on the field again. So this is the 4th possession for the Lynx offense. 4th or 5th, I want to say 4th. They have yet to get a first down. They have trips to the far side, motion across. They're going to do an inside handoff, and that's stopped. Based on where they're marking it, he either got right back to the line of scrimmage or maybe a hair of a loss. All right, they'll give him a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Ball at the 21. Now, with the running clock, the way this works, folks, is the clock will not stop unless there is a turnover, unless there is a timeout, or unless there is a score. And then, obviously, we have the end of the quarter coming up. So they run an outside handoff here to their running back, and he is brought down immediately. And so no gain. So it'll be 3rd and 9.
Runner tackled for no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Was that 5th, Bryce? Did you say 5th? Was this our 5th? Their 5th? Okay, so yeah. 5th offensive possession. So let's see. On 3rd and 9, trips to the far side for the Lynx. They've got a tight end on the end of the line at this end. It's going to be max protection. Quarterback's going to try and scramble, and Brady Miller's going to bring him down for a sack. A huge loss. That's going to move the ball back down. They're going to spot it at, I believe, the 12. And that's going to bring up a 4th and Bryce is just telling me Lynx they haven't gotten to our side of the field yet. And our offense has only had, I think, 3 plays on our side of the field to get across. Now, Josh is going to fair catch this one all the way up at the 41. So our offense will take over at the 41-yard line of the Lynx. So we'll see how they want to handle this. Max looks to be coming onto the field here. Yep, Max will come on. So 32 seconds left in this first quarter. My guess is they'll just finish out the quarter here and then probably at the quarter start substituting. I would bet heavily on an inside run here, a handoff from Max to Mike Gittens, and he does. He gets it. Nice little gain, and then he's taken down hard off the left edge there. It's going to be a gain of about 3. That was some hard yards. Oh, looks like they're going to mark him up at 4. So a gain of 4 there. And I think that'll be the last play. Our coaches seem to be looking to them, say, just hold on, we'll let the quarter run out, and that's what we'll do. So, folks, we'll take a break here. At the end of the first quarter, it is your Titans 35, the AL Lynx 0. We're about ready to start the second quarter. We'll be back for more action. All right, folks, we are back. Burke Swenson here, Taylor May from Wickersham Stadium. Your Titans dominating the AL Lynx tonight, 35-0, starting the second quarter. Here's an inside handoff. Is that Brady Miller? That's to Brady Miller. He's going to go off the left side, 39 yards, basically untouched for the touchdown. Simple handoff off the left edge. Nice job blocking up front. I'm serious. I don't think Brady was touched the whole way. Coach May seems to be confirming here that, untouched, 39 yards. 41-0 in the first play of the second quarter. There's 53 on the clock. Drake Nettles here on to kick the PAT. Here's the snap to Jonah Pomeranke. And, of course, it's good, 42-0. So what will happen now, folks, with this 35-point or larger deficit is the clock will run continuously. So the game goes quite quick now once they do that. Now that you say that, Coach, I think you're right. I think you have to wait till the second half. That's right. I think you're right, Coach. Been so long since I've seen a 35-point deficit in the first half that now that you say that, though, I think you're right. I think it isn't until the second half. Yeah. 42-0. 11:59 to go. Big crowd for the Titans here, as you would expect. AL side filled in pretty good. It was pretty sparse there right around kickoff time, but now that I look across, it's filled in pretty good. I would argue, though, I think there's more fans here from LC tonight. Beautiful Wickersham Stadium. They did a really nice job with this place. It's a really well done. Drake's got the air at his back and, of course, puts that one in the end zone. So it's all kickbacks tonight for Drake. He is perfect on the night. All his kickoffs are touchbacks, and all his PATs are right through the middle. So, Titan defense will come on out. They are pitching a shutout. Shutouts at LC have traditionally been a fun thing for the players on Sundays at team meeting and film time, because if there's a shutout, Coach Hannafin gets the defense donuts. And that's always something they look forward to. I think we as coaches look forward to them too. All right, here is the snap for AL. They've got Twins, two backs, back to pass. He's going to throw it to the flat, badly underthrown. Luckily, it was underthrown. Had it been up in the air a little bit, Nick Wolf would have picked that off and run it back in for a pick six. That Nick was working his way out to the flat, and had that not been underthrown, maybe that's why it was underthrown. Maybe the quarterback saw him coming, but tried to get it to the out route on the receiver there, and incomplete. Sets up 2nd and 10. Lynx will come with trips to the right, tight end on the far side, single back in the pistol set. Here's the snap. Going to be a pass again. Goes through the hands of the number 2 receiver on a slant. Ricocheted off and almost made it out to the number 1 receiver on a slant. Ran a double slant concept there. Not much of a window. There were Titans covering both sets of receivers well. Lynx will come to the ball this time with twins to both sides, 4 wide. Quarterback in the pistol set. Here's the snap. Another pass. Quick out. Complete. This time they complete the out route. Going to be a gain of about 7 or 8. We'll see where they mark it here. She's going to be short of a first down. Yep.
To number 22, Nick Gardner.
Boy, it's right in that tweener spot. I called a gain of 7. See what they say officially on the scoreboard, but yeah, 27. So gain of 7, but another punting situation. Josh is standing at the Titan 44-yard line. Now, these punts are going to go into the wind, so these, I assume, will be shallower, and that's exactly what it is. Josh is going to have to come up for a fair catch. He fair catches it in Lynx territory, so once again, the Titans will take over in plus territory at the Lynx 49-yard line. Now the big question is, who are we going to see offensively? Oh, they're going to keep Max in. Okay. So it looks like they're going to continue working on the offense. All right, so Titans are going to go with 4 wide receivers, twins to both sides. Max in his shotgun snap. Going to be a quick hitch to the outside. Complete on the far hash. Complete to Jordan Wardlow. That's going to be a gain of about, they're going to give him 6 on that. He keeps moving it. Okay, they're going to give him 7. So gain of 7 on first down sets up a very manageable 2nd and 3. Titans in the same set. Twins to both sides. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. This is Mike Gittens. Bounces it to the outside. Might have bounced it just a hair too far out. I think he had a crease if he'd have planted and headed north. But as it is, I think, yep, it's going to be just enough for that first down. So Job done.
First down.
Sets up a 1st and 10 at the 39 of the Lynx. Your Titans leading 42-0 in the second quarter with a whopping, there's still 10 and a half minutes to go in this second quarter. Titans with trips to the far side. Here's the snap, going to be a throw. Quick hitch out to Fedoni. He catches it on a quick out. And that's going to set up 2nd and 4. So some good technique work here by the Titan offense, working on their 3-step passing game. That takes a lot of timing. That takes a lot of precise route running. So Max is going to throw the ball to a spot where he expects you to be. You got to be there in time. Trips to the far side again. Again, the quick out to Fedoni. He makes the catch, shrugs the tackler, and enough for a first down. That's going to put the ball inside the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, ball on the near hash. Titans moving right to left in this quarter. Looking to score another touchdown. Titans have scored a touchdown on every single offensive possession tonight. Titans have no turnovers on the night, 1 for the Lynx, a lost fumble. Here we've got movement up front, and they're signaling illegal motion here on the Titans. That'll move it back 5. One of the linemen must have jumped just a hair early. Legal procedure, they call it. So one of the few mistakes the Titans have had. I think that's the first penalty on the Titans tonight as well. So 1st and 15. Max with an inside handoff. Some tough sledding up inside. Going to be a nice little gain, though. I think that was Calvin Fricky. It was. So he gains back gains back 4 of that 5 we lost. Here are some scores to pass along. Coach May found for us. St. Albert leading Loma 14-7. TJ leading Denison 6-3. Carlisle leading Creston 8-7. Here's the snap. Another inside handoff to Fricky. He runs over a tackler and then is brought down by the second. Some tough sledding in there. So this Lynx defense showed a little fight here on this drive. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Ball at the 21. Another score. Kemper leading Glenwood 3-0. That game ironically being played on the Lewis Central Field tonight. That's a story in and of itself. All right, so the Titans have 3 wide, 2 backs. Ball is inside handoff to Fricky, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. So AL bringing a little pressure up the middle and actually are going to hold the Titans to a 4th down. First 4th down of the night for the Titans. And so that'll bring out Drake Nettles. Drake's going to kick this ball from about the 33-yard line. So a 43-yard kick coming up. Got a little wind at his back. Here's the snap, the hold. The kick is up. And as usual, it is good. A 43-yarder for Drake Nettles. What a luxury to have a phenomenal kicker. I mean, that is just, for most high school teams, that drive ends right there on a 4th down try, a play that you got to gain 7 yards or 8 yards in this case to get the first down, which is hard to do anyway. And the Titans can just line up and almost automatically count points on the board, having Drake in the fold. So that puts the score at 45-0 with 7:30 to go in the second quarter. All Titans tonight. No turnovers, just 1 penalty, a mental error on a legal procedure. Titans have only faced 1 4th down, and Drake just tacked on 3 for that. So, I mean, you just can't draw it up much better. The Titan defense has not allowed a single first down in the game yet. And the Lynx have yet to be on the Titans' side of the field. Drake has kicked every kick into the end zone. And based on body language, you can just see the body language of the Lynx. They're just kind of going through the motions. There's not much you can do when you're getting beat this badly. You just got to stomach it and try to play the next play. But so Lynx will take over again at the 20, as they have every time tonight on kickoffs. Ball is centered on the field. Lynx moving left to right. 4 wide for the Lynx. Pistol set, motion across. Fake the jet sweep's going to be a pass. Everything is covered. Quarterback tucks it and scrambles. And he's going to gain about 3 or 4. We'll see where they mark it. I think 3 they're going to give him.
For a gain of about 2 yards, brings up second down.
I take that back. They're going to only give him 2. So tough sledding there inside. You've got such a hardship for that offense. You've got kids that are good skill kids on LC's D secondary and linebacker core that are able to cover. And then you've got some man-eaters up front that are pinning their ears back and getting to that quarterback. So really problem. Pressure. He scrambles to his left, gets the ball away as he's hit, and it falls at the foot of a Titan defender. So nice defensive blitz call there by Coach Hannafin. Makes the Lynx waste it down there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 9. Ball now over on the far hash, the left hash. Titans switch in some personnel on defense. Lynx do the same on offense. Here's the break of the huddle. Lynx with 4 wide. Motion across. Here's the jet sweep over the left side to Ellis. He's going to get about 2 yards, maybe 3, off that left side, and that's all she wrote. Nope, 2. So a gain of 4 yards on that possession. They're going to bring up another punting situation, 4th and 6. Ball on the 24-yard line of the Lynx, so they'll be punting to Josh Simmons. With the wind now, I'm hoping Josh will step up a little closer. Josh is practically at the 50-yard line here. This punt's going to catch that wind the higher it gets, and that's going to catch it up in the air. Here's the punt. This one's going to land right about at dead on the 50. Josh was standing on the 50. Now we've got a flag thrown over here on the sideline near Titans. I don't know if it's going to be a sideline warning.
If you're looking for something to do tomorrow, there are plenty of events going on.
Referees are conferring in the middle here. Based on where the flag was thrown, someone was saying that it might be interference with the catch, but the referee that threw it was 30 yards away, so I'm not sure what the flag would be. They seem to be talking to the AL team, so it must be against the Titans. Okay, so one of our defenders that was lined up against one of their gunners was flagged for holding, so that'll move the ball back 10 yards. So ball was fair caught at the 50 with the penalty. The Titans will take over at the 40. 5:59 to go here in the second quarter. Sun is finally settling down. It is truly Friday Night Lights here. Beautiful Wickersham Stadium. Score 45-0, all your Titans tonight. Twins to both sides. Max to pass on an out. Tried to get Josh Simmons. Ball was underthrown just a little bit. Josh went down to try and get it, but couldn't quite bring it in. So the incompletion will bring up 2nd and 10. Nice job by the O-line that time. AL brought some pressure up the middle, brought a blitz, and Max had a nice pocket there to get rid of that ball. That pocket was closing, but he still had time to step up and throw. Going to be a pass, quick hitch. Well covered that time. Ball's thrown on the outside of the receiver. Unable to be hauled in. And so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10. A rare 3rd and long here for the Titans. Titans adjust their personnel, 3 in, 3 out. So Titans with trips to the near side. Here's the snap. Max back to pass. He's got a wide open Dane Norvell. He's going to catch it on the sideline. Cuts inside, all the way inside Lynx territory, all the way down to the 41. So a 19-yard gain. I apologize, that's not the 41, that's the 36. That's another 5 there. So a big gain on 3rd down. Gives new life here to the Titans. They keep their string alive of getting across into AL territory. So 1st and 10, ball in the near hash. Ball at the 36-yard line. Titans leading 45-0 here in the 2nd quarter. That ball is blown dead as the ball was snapped. Going to be an illegal procedure on the Titans again. So starting to get a little sloppy here on the Titans side. That's going to irritate Coach Duggan, those mental errors. So, legal procedure there on one of the Titans. So that'll move it back, make it 1st and 15. All right, so we've got 3rd and 15, inside handoff, right up the middle. That's going to be Brady up the middle, over to the left, and he's going to go in untouched again for the touchdown. All the way up the left side there to tack on more points. So it's 51-0. Here's Drake Nettles on to kick the PAT. Hold and snap are good. And Drake makes it 52-0 with 4:57 to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back for more action. All right, folks, so we're back in the 2nd quarter. 52-0, all Titans tonight over AL. We still got 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes and 57 seconds in the 2nd quarter. Here's the kickoff, and that will be in the end zone like usual. So, AL will take over at the 20.
For a touchback, it'll be 1st and 10 Lynx.
as they have all night. Titan defense has given up not even a single first down tonight. And Coach Hannafin will look to keep that string alive. Here are the Lynx with 4 wides. Here's the snap, back to pass. Throws it vertical. Pretty decent coverage there by Evan Mutum. He was step for step, got a little step behind there at the very end. Ball through the hands there. The Lynx have gone to a different quarterback now. They've got Lennox Brown in, a sophomore. So this will bring up 2nd and 10. We've got trips to the near side. Motion back. Going to be a pass. He's going to look to throw. He scrambles to his right. Looks like he's got a little running ability. I think he's going to make a positive play tonight on that down. Yeah, he's going to gain about 3. Gain of about 3.
By Lennox Brown. Good for a short game, brings up 3rd down.
All right, 3rd and 7. Back to pass again. He's going to have pressure immediately. He's got some moves, folks. He's able to get away from a few defenders, and he comes close to getting the AL's first down of the night, but can't quite.
Good for a gain of a few yards, brings up 4th and short.
AL looking to the sideline. I don't know if they're going to try and go for it here. I guess I'm not sure what the holdup is. The clock is running, so there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Okay, and now they call timeouts. They must have been letting the play clock run out there. So with 3:40, AL takes a timeout. Your Titans leading 52-0. We'll be back after the timeout. All right, we're back after the timeout. Lynx are going to punt the ball away. Bad snap, gets it away though. Kicks it right to Josh, and he fair catches it at about the 44-yard line. So
Number 14, Joshua Simmons.
Titans will take over.
It'll be 1st and 10 Titans at about the 44-yard line.
All right, so Titans will keep Max in the game. Most of their starters, it appears, on offense. 4 wide, Max in the shotgun, back to his side. Snap, here's going to be a pass. Quick shot, deep out route on the far side. That pass is caught by Jordan Wardlow, breaks the tackle, sprints down the sideline, is finally brought down. Big gain into Lynx territory all the way down to the 27-yard line. So just like that, Titans are almost inside the red zone.
28-yard line.
Inside handoff. That's Mike Gittens, bounces it to the outside. Pretty much untouched. Might have been touched a hair at the line of scrimmage, but as soon as Mike bounced it to the left, he just ran around the left edge there and walks in the end zone to make it 58-0. All right, folks, so Drake's going to kick another PAT. I've lost track of how many times he's been out there. 59. So that's eight PATs plus a field goal for Drake, and all 8 kickoffs have been touchbacks. So Drake is perfect on the night. And 59-0 with 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. The running clock does not take effect until the second half. So just kind of brutal. You kind of wish there was a mercy rule to allow for that to take place. When I was an assistant, when I was an assistant at Iowa Falls, we went and played Gilbert once. That was back in the time where they had the 50-point rule. And that was a rule where when one team got ahead by 50 or more points, the game ended right then. Well, we had what was a semifinal team that year. We went up to Gilbert, and at halftime it was 62-0. The game ended then at half, and that's the only time I can remember seeing nearly this many points. I wouldn't doubt if the Titans tack one more on the board here before we're done with this first half. So here comes Drake to kick and make it touchback number 8 or 9 for Drake. So
3 minutes left in the first half.
Common story here. The Lynx will take over 1st and 10 at the 20. Coach Hannafin's defense pitching a shutout. Starting to see some substitution now on the defensive line. And this looks like mainly a JV defense in. Yes, this is almost completely a JV defense here. So good to get these kids some extra playing time, some experience, get them a chance to feel what it's like to play underneath the Friday night lights. That's just a win-win for the team that can do it. And timeout AL. All right, so we'll take a timeout as well. 59-0, all LC here in the second quarter. All right, folks, we're back. 3 minutes to go. Here's drop back to pass. He's going to be pressured. Oh, nearly intercepted. Quarterback rolled to his right a little bit, tried to throw a pass to a receiver on the outside and nearly picked off by a Titan defender. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Lynx will go with 4 wide receivers, twins to both sides. Here's the snap, drop back to pass. Pressured up the middle. Looks like it's complete. Based on where they're marking it, it's near and it is. The first down of the game for AL comes in the second quarter with 2:45 left in the half.
Good enough for a Lynx. First down.
All right. So Lynx 1st and 10. 4 wide. Pistol set. Motion across. Going to be a jet sweep, and he is going to be met right on the edge by a host of tacklers. Nice job on the far side defensive end, setting the edge. That was Logan Katzer.
Victor tackled for a loss in the play. Brings up 2nd and long.
So a loss on 1st down brings up 2nd and 14. AL will continue to stay wide and try to pitch and catch. A lot of pressure. He finds an open receiver down the sideline. Gets away. Makes the catch in a big 1st down. So for the first time, they are in Titan territory.
And another Lynx. First down.
D. Claremont there lost track of his man. Let the receiver get it behind him, and just like that, 2 first downs here on this drive for AL. Inside handoff, they try to run off the left side to Dayton. I want to say that says Hines. Hard to see up here. We don't have any lights up here on top of the press box, so a little bit hard to read our sheet here, but little run off the left side is going to give them 2nd and 8, gain of 2. He scrambles to his right, sets up, throws it up, and it is knocked away and intercepted. The pass was tipped, and Nick Wolf, right man in the right spot, picks it off for the defense and ends the only promising drive AL has had all evening.
It'll be 1st and 10 Titans at about the 8-yard line.
All right, so the great news is that the Titans intercepted the pass. The bad news is that they intercepted the pass on the 8-yard line. So the offense, which appears to be a JV offense, yeah. So this will be the hard part. There's 15 seconds on the play clock here. Is just sometimes from an organizational standpoint, it's hard to get all the JV kids in and make sure everybody knows where they're supposed to go and what they're doing here. So 3-2, snap, ball at 2, inside handoff. Nice hard run in there. Going to be a nice gain of looking to be about 4. All right, so 2nd and 5. 22 seconds to go, so this will most likely be the last play of the first half. All Titans first half, 59-0, folks. 59-0. Your Titans are leading at the half. What an impressive performance tonight by the Titans. Here's a little play action. Quarterback keeps it, bounces it to the outside. Going to have a gain on the play. In at quarterback now is Brett Kobus. And that'll be the last play of the first half. So just cannot tell you, folks, how dominating the Titans have been. I suppose the score tells the story, but 59-0, your Titans leading at halftime. Second half will be a running clock the entire half, so the second half will go fast. A lot of JV kids will play, so if you're able to tune in, join us. It should go fast. We'll be back after halftime. All right, folks. We're back getting ready for the second half kickoff here. Burke Swenson, Taylor May from Wickersham Stadium in Council Bluffs. That first half, I don't know that there's anything more Lewis Central could have done. It is 59-0 as we start the second half. All Titans. I guess thinking about it, yeah, the only thing the Titans could have done is they could have scored one more touchdown instead of a field goal, but that in and of itself was another fantastic kick, a 43-yard field goal by Drake Nettles. So it has been all Lewis Central. The Lynx mustered 2 first downs in that first half. They crossed the 50-yard line once, and that was right near the end against our JV defense. So we'll see how this goes. Now, as Drake kicks it out of the end zone here. Now, this second half, you're going to have a running clock. So with the exception of timeouts, scores, and the end of a quarter, that clock will run in real time constantly. So this second half should go fairly quick for everybody involved here on this beautiful Friday night. A little bit cool, nice breeze, but it feels like fall. All right, folks. So Titans defense is up first. They scramble here. They found some things here in this second half, or second quarter, with Lennox Brown now in at quarterback. He's a little more mobile than the Sean Lorenzen they had before. So there he scrambles, gets a first down on the first play. So this Titan JV defense is going to have to keep him in check. Okay, quarterback's going to scramble his left, tosses the ball out to a running back there, breaks some tackles, and gets another gain. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 7.
Pass by Lennox Brown completes. Brings up about 2nd and 5.
All right, so 2nd and I'm going to say 2nd and 4. Ball out to the 38-yard line. Going to be an inside handoff fake. He's hit as he's trying to hand off, and the ball bounces backwards. They pounce on it, but they're going to take a huge loss.
Brings up 3rd and long.
3rd and long, 3rd and 16. So the ball's back on the 26-yard line. Pass, pressure up the middle. He's going to scramble, but he is nowhere to go. Relentless pursuit, all D linemen. No linebackers involved there. That was just pin your ears back and go.
At about the 15-yard line.
All right, so that's going to bring up a punting situation. Punter inside his own 5. The snap, the kick. Going to get caught in that wind. Josh Simmons into fair catch, and he does so at about the 40-yard line. So Titans will take over in plus territory at the Lynx 40-yard line. All right, so we're going to have a mostly JV offense coming on out here. Titans showing twins to the far side, two backs, bubble to the right, thrown behind the receiver, and incomplete. So that's going to bring up second down. So in at quarterback now is Brett Kobus.
Brings up second and 10.
He's going to wish he had that pass back. Wide receiver wide open. I believe that was Nathan Fields out there trying to catch the pass. So that'll bring up second and 10. Three wide receivers, two backs. Here's the snap, inside handoff, right up the gut, tries to break a tackle, then brought down by a host of Lynx. On the carry there was Bryson Bowman. So a short gain. All right, so we've got a bunch of scores Coach May just handed me. Bunch of area scores. Missouri Valley leading Riverside 16-7 in the third. Underwood leading Tri-Center 27-7 in the third. Avoca leading Westwood 35-20 in the third. We'll break here for the action. Here's the snap. Going to be an inside handoff again. Breaks the tackle and scoots forward for a gain. That was Mike Gittens on the carry. Oh, sorry. Not Mike Gittens. That was Logan Katzer on the carry. Going to be a slight gain, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. Kind of no man's territory here, so assume we'll see a fourth and go for it out of the Titans here. Offense staying on the field. Titans will have twins to both sides. Here's the snap. Going to be a quick hitch, and that throw is off the mark, and that's going to bring up a turnover on downs. So AL will take over on downs at the 35-yard line. So some more scores. Logan leading St. Albert 21-14 in the fourth. Denison leading TJ 17-6 in the third. Harlan leading Carroll 14-6 in the third. And Kemper still leading Glenwood 3-0 in the third. So a lot of area scores, a lot of tight games there. This seems to be one of the few blowouts going on. All right, so some confusion on the AL offense as they're trying to get people lined up. And that's going to force a timeout, I believe.
Timeout, Lynx.
Yeah, timeout AL. So we'll take a break here during the timeout. We'll be back. It's still all Titans 59-0 here in the third quarter. All right, so we are back. 5:19 to go in the third quarter. AL with the ball. Here's the snap under pressure. He's going to scramble, tries to hit a receiver downfield and does. Complete for a first down. So the Lynx went the entire first half before getting a first down right before half. And here in the second half, they've already got 2 first downs. Playing our JV defense basically now, of course, but still, AL showing some fight. Coach Hannafin coaching hard to get this defense up. Coach Hannafin does not like giving up points, I can tell you that. Having worked with him and Coach Duggan on that staff for 6 years, Coach Hannafin doesn't care who's in that game. You're coached up to do a job, get that job done. So quarterback pulls it. He's going to dance around the left side. Nice little gain there. Looks like it's going to be a gain of about 6 or 7 on first down. So Ailes found a little something here with Lennox Brown in at quarterback, the sophomore. Based on his performance tonight, I would assume going forward that Ale would feature him a little more at quarterback. They've been able to do a little bit of something here with him in there. Ale's going to spread us out here now with trips to the far side. Here's the snap. Inside handoff. Nothing doing. He is met right at the line of scrimmage by 2 defensive linemen for the Titans. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3, a short 3.
Correction, no gain.
We've been getting reports of folks all over the place that are listening, tuning into us. Some folks that were traveling from Colorado, was that? Indianapolis to Chicago. We've got a family listening. I know my folks up in Osage in northern Iowa are listening, so appreciate you all being with us here to watch this dominating performance by the Titans. There they ran a fake jet sweep. Quarterback pulled it. Is able to work his way up the middle for a first down. Kind of a nice little run. I tell you, that's one of those where the jet sweep has not been successful all night for the Lynx, but it actually worked for them in that case. That's all they had seen was the handoff for it. So everybody chased it and left the quarterback by his lonesome to get a nice little gain up the middle. So 1st and 10, Lynx in Titan territory, ball at the 35. Quarterback's going to scramble. He throws to a wide open flat receiver. That's going to be another first down.
And good enough for another Lynx.
So the shutout here is starting to look like it might be in a little bit of danger. Those donuts on Sunday are at risk here. I tell you what, and Coach Hannafin won't be happy about that because Coach Hannafin probably is the one of the bigger donut connoisseurs on the staff, so he always got to pick out the donuts the kids got on Sunday. So quarterback pulls it again. Boy, almost lost it. He got hit at the line of scrimmage. Ball popped out, but luckily stayed in his frame. He was able to pull it in before he's brought down. So that's going to be a short gain. I think they're going to give him a gain of 1 on the play. Ball's on the near near hash, near the right hash. Lynx are moving left to right on your screen. Lynx in the red and blue, Titans in the all white and navy blue helmets. We've got twins to both sides for AL. Pistol set. Here's the snap. Pressure coming, and he's going to be brought down for a loss. Sacked by, I believe that was Bryson Bowman there on the blitz. Came through the line untouched. So on the loss, that's going to set up a 3rd, and boy, that looks like a 3rd and 7, 3rd and or 17 or 18. Big loss on that play. As we said earlier, that running clock's going to shorten the game, folks. We're almost done with the 3rd quarter. There are 50 seconds and counting on that clock, so this quarter will have taken all of about 10 or 12 minutes to complete. So we've got another timeout by AL. So with that, we'll take a timeout along with them. 37 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. All Titans still 59-0. All right, folks, we are back. 37 seconds to go here in this third quarter. AL takes the snap. He's going to try and dodge up front. He shakes the tackler and then is brought down awkwardly on the tackle. Quarterback got back to the original line of scrimmage. Boy, he looks to be hurt, and he stays on the ground. He got brought down kind of awkwardly, almost like he was practically turned around. Can't say for sure. My guess would be he maybe turned an ankle on that play. But we'll let the medical staff come out and take a look at this young man here. We'll be back as soon as we find out how he's doing. All right, so they're helping Lennox off the field. Hate to see that. He's being carried basically by the training staff, so hate to see that. He was having himself a nice little drive there. He's had a nice second half here for AL. Here's a pass to the flat. That's complete to the back out of the backfield. That's going to be a gain on fourth down, but it's not going to be enough to get a first down. So the Titan defense holds, and Titan offense will come out. And that, folks, was the end of the fourth quarter. So we went from no breaks to a whole bunch of breaks here in a row. So we'll take a short break here as they change quarters. It is 59-0 Titans. We're about to begin the fourth quarter with a running clock. We'll be back for the finale of the game. All right, folks. So we're about to start the fourth quarter here. If you're just joining us, it's been all Titans tonight. It was basically all Titans first half here. They scored 59 points by halftime. It's been a JV basically game here the second half. We've got a running clock, which means the clock is only going to stop on changes of possession touchdowns, scores, and the end of the game. So, or if a timeout is called, I guess. So, so this quarter should go pretty fast. This third quarter, I mean, that probably took maybe 15 minutes real time total. Not much stoppage. It's amazing how quickly that clock winds down when it just keeps ticking away there. So, all right, so the Titan offense will take over here. Ball at the 19-yard line. JV offense is out. There's 3 wide receivers, 2 backs. Shotgun snap. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff off the left side to Bowman. That's going to be a nice gain of about 15 or 16 yards. And that's going to put the ball all the way out to the 35, 36-yard line. So a first down for the Titan offense here. And they'll just keep running that clock here. Quarterbacks, I've noticed, are waiting to snap the ball until the play clock is under 5. So Titan offense or Titan coaching staff trying to maximize each possession, take up as much time as possible. Here's the snap. Going to be another inside handoff, but it's bobbled this time. I think Cobus meant to give it to the tailback, but somehow didn't get fully given. That ball popped out, and that's going to be a loss as they pounce on the ball there. Loss of 4. So, well, now 5. That they just moved that line marker back there. So, going to bring up a 2nd and 15, might even be a 2nd and 16. You're going to see a heavy dose of run here by this JV unit. But that being said, there's no, it's kind of a nice time to pass when you're ahead by this because the clock won't stop on an incomplete pass. We'll see if they elect to pass here. Nope, going to be a handoff off the right side. Running hard off that right side. That was Logan Katzer off the edge play there, off tackle. So that's going to bring the ball back to the center of the field for the most part. Gain of about 6 or 7 on that play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 9.
It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Titans.
A few more area scores that came across just a bit ago. Glenwood had scored to now take a lead 7-3 on Kemper. Trainer was leading Shenandoah in the 3rd. Get this snap here. Titans are going to snap it with 3 wide, 2 backs. Here's the snap. Going to be a pass this time. Up the seam to the outside. It's going to be a catch by D. So D. Claremont caught the ball, spun around, and then in trying to make a move, lost the ball. And he did. He fumbled the ball without being touched, and that's going to turn the ball over. That's just kind of a case of a young guy trying to do a little more than he's ready for.
It'll be 1st and 10 Lynx
So
at the 41-yard line.
That'll be a turnover. AL will take over the ball at the, I believe they're going to mark it at the 40. We'll see. I think they're marking, yep, right on the 40. So the Titan 40. So Kidden asked, this is probably the best field position AL has had all night. Certainly the best starting field position they've had all night. So AL will have 4 wide. I assume you're going to look to see some passing here as they try and, well, I think that was supposed to be a handoff, but the back was nowhere to be seen. The quarterback keeps it. There's a giant gap up the middle. He's going to scramble to the right, all the way in for a touchdown. So the turnover ends up being hugely costly for the shutout for LC's defense. And then on a broken play, quarterback turned to his left to hand the ball off, but by the time he did, the back was gone. So he just tucked it and ran, found a crease, works his way back to the right side, outruns everybody for a touchdown. So AL gets on the board with 7 minutes left in the game to make it a 59-6 ball game. We'll see if the PAT is good. Here's the snap. There's the kick. and it is good. So 59-7, c'est la vie to the Donuts. Boy, that's going to be a disappointed coaching staff. They always enjoyed those donuts as well. I know I did when I was on the staff. So, oh well, live and learn. Mostly JV playing here now. Ironically, the JV will play again against AL on Monday night. At least that's usually how it's done. I'm not 100% sure if that game is scheduled for Monday night, but I assume it will be. And so the teams you're seeing play right now are basically the same teams you'll see play on Monday night. So the Titans, for only the second time in the game, they took the opening kickoff, and they will go take this kickoff here. This is the starting, usually special teams in a varsity game, you just have your varsity special teams go out. You hate to do it because a lot of these kids haven't been running around here for a while, but Dane Norville and Josh Simmons are back. Dane returned the opening kickoff all the way out to the 40-yard line to start the game, so we'll see if history repeats itself. Kind of a dangerous spot to be in. You kick it to either one of those guys back there, and bad things are bound to happen for the kickoff team, so we'll see what we do here. You don't want to put Dane or Josh in harm's way. They are two, of course, of the more important skill players on offense, so we'll see if this is more of a catch it and just get what you can get, or some confusion there. Josh ends up catching it. He breaks to the right, breaks a tackle, cuts inside, breaks another. About 3 tackles broken, so, well, that'll learn them there. They kicked off to Dane Norville. He brought it out to the 40. They kicked off to Josh Simmons, and he brought it out to the 45. So more than likely that'll be our last kickoff return of the night with a running clock and only 7 minutes to go. But we'll see. So the JV offense for LC is back out on the field. Now we've got another quarterback change here. So this is Dakota Mayberry is in at quarterback, the sophomore. So lots of new faces here. Expect a high dose of running plays here with kids that haven't had a whole lot of reps. Just want to get them in their comfort zone and give them some things they can do, and sure enough, that's what it is. Little crossbuck action there. The H-back came across, and then the tailback behind him runs off the left side. Gain of about 3 or 4 there. Looks like maybe 3. So that'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play will slow down here a little bit as well. The quarterback will come over and get the play each time, as they aren't used to getting signals and such like the varsity is. So we've got 3 receivers. Here's the snap, another inside handoff. Nice cut. That was Logan Katzer. Started to his left, planted his foot in the ground, saw a seam, and burst through straight ahead. Nice gain. That's going to bring up a short 3rd and 1. So we'll see here. Now that LC is exclusively in the shotgun, it always gets a little interesting. You always like to be able to do that quarterback sneak from under center, but I don't think we've taken a snap under center all season. So you just you get used to doing what you do. Yep, we'll stay in the shotgun. Expect a heavy push here, if not even a quarterback keep. Okay, ball was snapped and the quarterback was not ready for it. Possibly a lucky thing to happen because that ball hit the turf, could have been dove on by the defense. Instead, I think we're going to get an illegal procedure. So that 3rd and 1 is going to become a 3rd and 6. So that's going to make life a little harder, but would expect LC to probably go for it on 4th down if it comes to it, if they get it close to this 1st down marker. Ball is back in LC territory now with that penalty, brings the ball back to the 49. Let's see. So LC runs a player off, gets back in the huddle. They better get going here. There's 7, 6, 5 on the play clock. They get set. Here's the snap. Going to be a quick hitch. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. So try to throw a hitch on that play. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Now the team's huddling, offense coming off, so it looks like we're going to punt the ball here. So this will be the regular varsity punting team, just like it was the return team. So Drake's back to kick. Hope Drake's been able to keep his leg a little bit warm. So 4th and 6. Here's the snap. Drake gets the kick away. It's going to be a kick to the left, takes a bounce, going to take a nice Titan hop though and roll inside the 20. So nice job by Drake. Effective enough for what we needed. He flipped the field and is going to make AL drive the majority of the field. The clock continues to run. We're at 3:30 and counting here in the 4th quarter. If you're just joining us, it's been all Titans tonight, 59-7 now. The AL Lynx just scored on their last drive here a bit ago to get their first points of the game. So 59-7. Lynx are huddling up. Titan defense is out and ready to go. Lynx will come out in 4 wide with trips to the near side. They've been in the pistol set all night. Pistol set is kind of a short shotgun with a tailback right behind the quarterback. He's going to throw it over the middle. It actually goes through the arms of one Lynx player and bounces off the chest of the Lynx player behind him. Kind of a double slant concept, but it was a deep slant. So lucky that ball didn't ricochet and get picked off. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 10. And we're at 2:30 and counting here as this clock continues to wind down in this 4th quarter. Here's the snap. Going to be a pass again to the right. Right on the money, another drop. The quarterback put it right on his chest on that one there. An unfortunate drop for that receiver. Quarterback, that was a really nice throw. Stepped into it, got rid of it on time, and just wasn't able to complete it. All right, so 3rd and 10. Lynx are going to pass it again. Pass over the middle, and this time it is intercepted. Intercepted by Nathan Fields, and he returns the ball down to the 20-yard line or right around there. We'll see where they spot it. I think based on where the official's standing, it might be the 22, and that's what it'll be. So Titan defense holds, gets the turnover, and sets up the Titan offense here at the 22-yard line with 1:18 and counting to go. So we probably only got about 2 more plays, maybe 3, left in this, what's going to be another Titan victory. Titans will move to 3-0 on the season. AL will go to 0-3. Bobbled snap, quarterback picks it up, tries to get around the edge. He's going to get tackled for a loss on that one. So just seeing some of the mistakes you see with younger players that haven't had many reps, just part of the process. Coaches hate to see that sloppy play, but just like I say, it's just part of it. Titans will be at home next week to host TJ for homecoming. And AL will be here at Wickersham again next week to host Sioux City East. Here's a inside handoff. That's Logan Katzer. Gets tripped up after a nice gain of about 5. And, folks, with 17 seconds and counting, I believe we just saw what will be the last play of this game. The Titans are starting to line up at the 50-yard line. And sure enough, that's going to be it. So as the clock unwinds here, we want to thank you for joining us on another beautiful Friday night, another Titan victory. On behalf of Mr. Norville running all our technical stuff, Coach May running the camera, I'm Burke Swenson. Thanks for joining us, and congratulations, Titans. You're 3-0. We'll see you next week.